Hey, hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do to work on your money, marketing, and sales goals too, with strategy and intention. I'm back with you for day 14 of the Position to Profit conversations around our 30-question Position to Profit self-assessment. We are on section number 3 on products. And so what I want to do is today talk to you about some HPP high price point offers that I absolutely love that I think you should be working on as well. Hey, boss. Welcome. Welcome. Awesome to see you here, my dear. Check in with me. Feel free to share your name and business title, number 1. Of course, as always, you can share this out. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. Tag your business besties who also want to learn about how to position themselves for profit this year. And of course, if you're catching me on the replay side, you can always drop into the comment box, #replays rock. So, all right, y'all, let's rock out today. As I mentioned before, we are going to really dig into the products section of the Position to Profit self-assessment, which, by the way, is free, and you can grab it over at sistersense.com/PTPSA. PTPSA, again, standing for Position to Profit self-assessment. Yay, yay, awesome. Live vibrantly from Philly in the building. So, all right, y'all, let's do a really quick recap of some of the questions that I've been asking you as part of the products section. And then we're going to dig into today's question for today. Okay. First question being, do you know the best types of books to sell that are trending now? We discussed that another day, so make sure that you go back and catch the replays if you missed any of those, right? The best types of books to sell right now. Do you know the best digital products to create optimal conversions, right? I always say, if you ain't converting, I know you hurting, right? So do you know the best digital products to create to really build on those optimal conversions? That was question number 2. Number 3, by the way, each of these questions, the goal here is to answer yes or no. And when you answer no, the more no's you have, the more you can see specifically those areas that you need to be working on, right? The next question here, number 3, do you know how to create passive income via simple subscription offers? That's one of my favorite things to work on with mentees, getting into a place where you're not just always trying to get new customers to come in, but creating offers and opportunities for your favorite fans to consistently work and invest with you on an ongoing basis. Number 3. Number 4, yesterday I said to you, I want you to explore the following question. Do you know how to turn low price point LPP offers into 4- and 5-figure sales, right? So I said for that one, the key word was, or rather key phrase was reverse engineer, right? You know, when you think about it, when your potential customers come to you, right? Either you're sharing with them an NPP, no price point freebie lead magnet, or an LPP, low price point offer. But at those lower levels, how do you start to build up to higher price point offers, 4-figure, 5-figure sales, right? So we talked about that yesterday, and the phrase that pays was reverse engineer, right? To go and really step by step think about the last point you want your customers to be at and how you can create an experience to get them there, right? So you're working from the back forward, and then they're going to go from that first point all the way ultimately to the end, right? Today, for me, the phrase that pays is HPP bundles, because today's question, of course, is, do you know how to develop high price point offers? I remember having a conversation with my hubby, and he's just like, just raise your prices. Just, because everything needs to cost more money. And for me, it was difficult to just put high price points on things and go, okay, that's sufficient. I really had to strategically, intentionally figure out how I was going to go from smaller price points, 27,700 to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, what I was going to do that. And for me, the key was big, beautiful bundles. Over time, I have been able to create experiences where I'm giving people several things. I'm going to share 5 of those things with you now. And then I combine those things plus other things to create these high ticket offers that ultimately really allow me to, again, kind of like going from yesterday to today, generate more HPP sales by creating these big, beautiful bundles. Hey, Yvette, thank you for this information. Awesome to see you here, my dear. So I'm going to drop 5 different types of offers that, again, I pull together. The first thing, obviously, you know, I create and share a lot of information, right? As Yvette is like, hey, thanks for the information. I create a lot of information-based content, right? In different forms. And so, number 1, I will bundle the different, like, for example, the different books that I create, workbooks, planners, ebooks. I will bundle that, right? And as opposed to saying, hey, just get one, I'm like, hey, get all of these, right? So pulling that together, number 1. Number 2, I create different experiences for my clients, right? And so each experience has its own price point. Being able to, for example, participate in my monthly mastermind, right? That's an ongoing experience. Then number 3, for me, being able to participate in my ongoing quarterly workshops that I do every year, right? So think about either digital products that you can create, but then you have a bunch of them so you can pull them together, number 1, or number 2, ongoing virtual group experiences that you create. Number 3, for me, my quarterly workshops. I don't do them every month. Again, I just do them strategically once every quarter. Number 3. Number 4, being able to attach on additional content that I produce for my clients. So in a space where sometimes I will send my clients physical products like my notebooks and the things that I do digitally, converting the same things into a physical version that I can ship out to clients, number 4. And then number 5, direct access to me. So outside of being in a space where they're working with me in a group, being able to work with me one-on-one, right? And so, I mean, there are other things that I will include into this experience. For example, the fact that I offer done for you services, right? So a lot of times outside of just the simple direct access to me, a lot of my clients have direct access to me doing things for them as opposed to them trying to figure it out how to do it on their own, right? And so what I do, kind of like, you know, you think about Transformers, or not even Transformers, I would say Power Rangers. Power Rangers, because, you know, they all come together to make this amazing machine, right? That's to me, the key to creating these awesome high price point offers is to take the best of the different types of things that I have and, you know, Power Range style, you know, hook them together to create a bigger bundle. Now, sometimes, to be honest with you, my bundles have basically a combination of just digital things without even having direct access to me or training from me or services from me, right? For example, one of my favorite bundles, it's my Ultimate Girl Boss bundle over at accessense.com/UGBB for Ultimate Girl Boss bundle. It's a really great collection of the trainings that I've done on money, marketing, and sales. And there's no direct access to me. There's no me doing things for you, but because it's such a big bundle of trainings, it's a high ticket for me, right? And again, there are other things that people can do out of the gates. People will just say, okay, here's just one course, here's one training, here's one call with me, and that's 5,000, that's 10,000, and I get it, right? And all power to them. But for me, when it comes to creating HPP, high price point offers, one of those phrases or keywords that pay is bundles. Specifically, my perfect phrase, my favorite phrase, big, beautiful bundles. So of course, as you know, as I said before, when I jump on here and share each of the questions within this self-assessment, my goal is to give you a little bit of meat and potatoes, a little bit more insight as far as how I do the things that I do. So hopefully this is helpful to you. If so, please tap, 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 tap on the hearts and the likes and the love, number 1. Number 2, don't forget, turn on alerts and notifications so you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here live with me. We have essentially gone through all of the questions for the products section. Yay! So what we're going to do is now, well, tomorrow anyway, day 15, I believe, we're going to transition from products to our next section. Let me see. which I believe is people. Awesome. So we're going to talk about people next. So far, we have, just to kind of give you a quick recap, we've been talking about predictions. We talked about plans and products, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're going to go into people. Awesome. So, all right, y'all, get ready for the next section. I will talk to you mañana. Until then, mwah, mwah, mwah. Take care. Bye. Hey, Jason. Got to catch me on the replay side, but awesome to see you here, my dear.